All right. So, with Diddy's arrest, we are having other celebrities coming into the spotlight. And right now, we're going to be talking about Beyonce and some of the hidden connections and controversies that are coming up for her in light of the P. Diddy scandal. And, just taking a look at everyone who's got a close association or seems to have had a close association with P. Diddy. Now, Beyonce is not just one of the most iconic figures in pop culture today. I am a fan of Beyonce, but she's also someone whose personal life remains pretty tightly guarded. However, there's some secret details about her connections and controversies that she hides from the public, and they've come to light very recently. Number one, it's her connection with P. Diddy. Now, Piers Morgan, not that long ago, really did an expose on the allegations against P. Diddy. And it was a YouTube video on his show where he interviews Tony Busby, a Houston attorney that is representing 120 alleged victims, including those that are considered minor at the time.
These allegations are shocking. These allegations are egregious.
But moving on to Beyonce, of course, this would mean every celebrity and every star right now is kind of, under scrutiny and worried that they are going to be talked about or maybe dragged into P. Diddy's mess. Now, it is known that Diddy has been a central figure in the entertainment world, and not only for his music career, but for his flashy personality, his infamous parties. His recent legal troubles have caused a stir, and many are questioning how close Beyonce and her husband, Jay-Z, are to him. Now, people know that they're close, but for years, Jay-Z and Diddy have been part of the same circle of elite moguls who naturally brought Beyonce into the equation. But as Diddy faces some serious allegations, the internet has quickly turned on Beyonce. Now, social media, particularly on Instagram, fans are demanding answers. And people have commented with everything from angry gifs to outright accusations, with one person asking bluntly, "How can you admire someone involved in disturbing things?" Another user declared, "We want the truth." Some have even taken a darker approach, with superstitious users suggesting Beyonce's association with Diddy may have been a deal with the devil. Now, accusing her of selling her soul. But despite the frenzy, there's no direct evidence linking Beyonce or Jay-Z to any of Diddy's legal issues, at least not for now. However, it has been noted that there is new evidence, new video evidence, and that there very well may be celebrities in question and brought into this litigation. So there is, speculation that Jay-Z and Beyonce may be included in that. Neither of them at this time have been named in any official court documents. And a YouTube video I just saw indicated that actually Beyonce and Jay-Z's attorneys actually went to Piers Morgan to remove some content that kind of implies that they have anything to do with, the things that Diddy's being accused of.
Beyonce and Jay-Z's attorney slams Piers Morgan after a guest compared them to Sean Diddy Combs during an interview on Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Now, she's also had accusations of theft of music. Beyonce's 2023 album Renaissance was highly anticipated, and she was paying homage to music from the 70s and 80s. However, it wasn't free from controversy. So one particular notable incident involved the track Energy. Where she sampled Kelly's 2003 hit Milkshake. Now, Kelly took to Instagram to accuse Beyonce of using her work without permission, calling it theft. She claimed she wasn't consulted or credited appropriately. Kelly also was especially angry because her isolated vocals were briefly played without background music due to a technical glitch on platforms like Tidal and Apple Music. Now, despite the backlash, Beyonce swiftly removed the sample from the song, so she addressed it. The move was praised by some for its professionalism, but others had felt it only validated Khaleesi's accusations. And to this day, she remains vocal about her feelings regarding the use of her music. Now, I mean, that's some old stuff. However, if all Beyonce did was just remove it and not really have a conversation, if she's still mad about it, then clearly there was no phone call or Beyonce didn't call to make any explanation. She was just like, my bad, delete. And I guess nothing happened in that situation if she's still complaining about it. Now, there has been family drama over her marriage. Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship has always been under the microscope. Any celebrity couple, any power couple in particular, especially that they have their own fan bases, they're always under scrutiny. And there is no moment more infamous than the elevator incident after the 2014 Met Gala. Now, Solange Knowles, Beyonce's sister, was caught on camera physically attacking Jay-Z in an elevator while Beyonce stood by, initially not intervening. Now, it wasn't until much later that a joint family statement revealed the incident stemmed from previous tensions already between Solange and Jay-Z over comments made earlier in the evening, reportedly by designer Rachel Roy, believed by many to be the mysterious Becky with the good hair, referenced in Beyonce's song Sorry. While the family publicly moved on, the internet continued to dissect the dynamics of that night. It revealed a crack in the seemingly flawless facade of Beyonce's marriage, something her fans had always speculated about but never had concrete proof of. Another, I don't know if it's a secret or public knowledge, but she isn't really a fan of Kim Kardashian. Despite their husbands' close friendships, Beyonce and Kim have never hit it off. While both women have shared the spotlight at significant events and posed together in photos, insiders claim that Beyonce has always kept Kim at arm's length. Now, reports suggest that Beyonce doesn't like the reality star and is not interested in becoming friends. Now, the tension became more evident in 2014 when Beyonce and Jay-Z notably skipped Kim and Kanye West's lavish wedding. This snub fueled rumors that Beyonce saw herself as being in a different league than Kim, focusing on her career in artistry while Kim built her fame through reality TV. More recently, some fans have even speculated that Beyonce's lyrics in the Renaissance track Heated might throw shade at Kim, with the line cheap spandex, she looks a mess, interpreted as a dig at Kim's shapewear brand Skims. Now, you know, fans are going to do what fans do. I don't know, because number one, it absolutely is not cheap spandex. It's luxury. I don't even want to call it spandex because that's its own brand. It's luxury shapewear, okay? And it is not cheap. So I don't think that they're really referencing Kim, but hey, this is what the public seems to be feeding into. As well, there's been unintentional shade at the Jackson family. Back in 2008, Beyonce made headlines for comments about her family that were interpreted as shade toward the Jacksons. During an interview with Elle magazine, she said, "We are African American and work together as family. So people assume we're like the Jacksons, but I didn't have parents using me to get out of a bad situation." The Jackson family, particularly Janet Jackson, took offense, feeling that Beyonce was implying her family's struggles were somehow exploitative. Although the feud simmered quietly, nothing major came of it. In 2019, Beyonce was spotted attending Janet Jackson's Las Vegas show, signaling that whatever tension existed before likely had cooled. Now, I mean, I get the reference to the Jackson family because they're an American family, and hey, an African American family, what other, super famous family can you make reference to? But people are always going to spin things out of proportion. But this is another situation where, she spoke out of turn, or maybe she was taken out of context. The next part is she's been a vocal proponent of self-empowerment and anti-capitalist messages in her music. But some critics argue that her actions contradict her words. One major example is the song Break My Soul from Renaissance, which urges listeners to quit their jobs and find fulfillment elsewhere. Critics have called out the message as tone deaf, noting that Beyonce's immense wealth, estimated at over $400 million, kind of makes her out of touch with the reality of most working class people. In a piece by The Independent, one writer noted that while Beyonce's intentions might be good, her life of luxury and privilege makes it hard for her to truly understand the struggles of the everyday person trying to pay their bills. This critic also added another layer of complexity to Beyonce's public image, while some fans feeling her advice doesn't really resonate with their lives. Easy to tell someone to quit their job. I guess that's the perspective. Yeah, go quit your job. But here I am making $400 million. So how can we relate, right? The next mystery and secret seems to be surrounding her actual relationship with her husband, Jay-Z. Although they are one of the world's most famous couples, the specifics of Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship still remain mysterious. Now, of course, it's mysterious because they've done a great job of mainly hiding or staying out of the spotlight. That may be something that they agreed to as a couple. We know that there were infidelity rumors, that their songs have some, messages in there about their relationship. A resurfaced video from Jay-Z's 2006 birthday celebration reveals that Beyonce hinted they had been dating for 5 years, which would place the start of their relationship around 2001 when Beyonce was 20. However, previous interviews imply that they met when she was 18. So it leaves fans wondering about the true nature and timeline of their romance, particularly given their significant age difference at the time. So this could be why they're a little bit secretive. The other area of scrutiny is her diva status. Beyonce has been labeled a diva for her demanding standards. And while fans do admire her precision and commitment to perfection, others point to more outlandish behaviors. During her Renaissance tour, it was reported that Beyonce had her own personal toilet seat transported from venue to venue, highlighting her intense desire for control over her surroundings. Wow, portable toilet, your own. Hey, Beyonce, you go, girl. This isn't the first time Beyonce's tour rider has caused a stir. In the past, her requests have included titanium straws, chilled alkaline water set at exactly 21 degrees, and even red toilet paper, cementing her status as one of the most particular artists in the world. First of all, I had no idea there was even red toilet paper. Why would you want red toilet paper unless you're a woman and you're having your monthly thing and you want it to blend in your... Anyway, way too much, way TMI. Titanium straws, I mean, it's saving the planet. She's not using plastic. That's not the worst thing. Setting your drink to a perfect temperature, that's a strong preference, I gotta say. But, as Diddy is a hot topic of conversation, so will be the stars that have been associated with him, that have been seen as a close friend and in his circles. All right, so what are your thoughts on Queen Bee? Are you a fan? Are you throwing shade? Do you believe that there's going to be any, allegations about her and her husband as we move along in the P. Diddy story? Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.